It's so funny the things I find myself worrying about, and also the things that I find myself over and over and over and over and over again worrying about. It's like, it's enough, right? And you think that something is just catastrophic, right? You think that it's the end of the world. You think that if it happens, all hell breaks loose. No, never is, never does. We work ourselves up thinking that whatever it is that we fear happening is going to be the end all be all, and it's this is definitely conditioning from early childhood. The way that we think about things, the way that we approach things, the way that we don't approach things, that we don't approach things, right? These are all based in childhood and the way that we were conditioned. Um, I find myself worrying about things recently, and I look at the things that I'm worrying about, and I do the best that I can to laugh at myself. Because I know that there's going to be a day when it's not going to matter. And that insight in and of itself has been very helpful. I think that it's important to be congruent with whatever it is that is being felt in the moment. I do. However, that's not to say that we don't worry about the same things over and over and over again. Because we do. How often do we find ourselves worrying about the same things over and over and over again? It's real, right? And when you look at the unfolding of life, the unfolding of the mind, the unfolding of events, right? We find ourselves in the same positions again and again and again and again and again, over and over. And it's very interesting because if we were to really just like kind of like take a step back and observe ourselves, observation is key here. If we were to really take a step back and observe ourselves and just look at our own, you know, absurdness, right? We would see things in a very different way. If we were to take a step back and look at ourselves and recognize just how back and forth and up and down volatile we are, right? Society is crazy, but so are we, and that's why society is crazy. Individually, we are crazy, and as a whole, as a result of the individual, society is crazy because we all participate. We all participate in the same madness over and over again, right? Now, it is wild to me still, even after all of the healing that I've already been through, that because a person experiences chaos in childhood, means that that then becomes familiar to them and then they continue to further seek that out. That's crazy. Right? And again, this goes back to what you're used to will use you. Right? If you were to ask anyone, hey, do you like chaos? They're going to be like, excuse me? Yeah. Do you like chaos? Well, of course not. Well, then. Right? It's kind of funny. Peace is boring to people who are used to chaos. But yeah, when you think about it, we do worry about the same thing over and over and over again. Over and over again. So I am in observation mode. I am observing myself from afar. I'm recognizing my absurdities. I'm recognizing the things that I worry about, how often I worry about them, um, how many times I've worried about them. Not a specific number, just like, you've been there before, dude, you know? It's kind of like, you can let that go now, or you can not worry about it. Or do you realize that everyone else sucks just as much as you do? Or that they have the capacity to suck just as much as you do? That's a very liberating thing to realize. Everyone else sucks just as much as I do. Everyone else has the capacity to suck just as much as I do. But everyone else also, well, I guess I wouldn't really argue everyone. There are a select few people that, I don't know. But anyway, majority of people have the capacity to suck just as much as I do. Simultaneously having the capacity to be incredibly awesome just as much as I do. Perspective matters.